Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aska, and in today's tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet this shrug with hearts. It's an open sleeve kind of a shrug, and the hearts are placed at intervals on the open part of the sleeves. So if you need different sizes, we do have a written pattern, and I'm going to leave a link to that at the description box below. So if you are new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out every time I post a video. So these are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need a 4.5mm crochet hook. You're going to need darning needle to weave in your loose ends, a pair of scissors, a tape measure to take your measurements and also to measure your work while working, and you're going to need yarn. So you're going to need this brown for the whole shrug. Then you're going to use this white to make the hearts, okay, that you're going to decorate the shrug with, okay. So we are using Robin. This is 100% acrylic and it's a Kenyan brand. It's a fingering weight yarn. It's a thin yarn. So we are going to double the strand. But I would recommend you use any other medium weight yarn, single strand. Okay, now let's go ahead and start. Before you begin, you're going to need your bust measurements and your sleeve measurements. You're going to start by making a knot. Like that. Then you're going to take your bust measurements and divide it by 2. So I'm working with a bust measurement of 36 inches. So if I divide that by 2, I get 18. So you're going to make chains that will go past 18 inches, like up to 21 or 22 inches. Okay, so go ahead and make your chains. So if you're working with bust measurements, let's say 40 inches, you're going to divide it by 2, you get 20. And then you're going to make chains that will go past the 20 inches, like up to 24 or 23 or 24 inches. Okay, so continue and you're going to meet once you're done with the chains. Now I'm done making the amount of chains that I needed. So if I measure it, don't stretch your work while taking the measurements. It goes up to 20 inches. So that is enough. It can stretch up to 21 inches, but don't stretch your work. Okay, so now let's go to the first row. Now to begin the first row, you're going to yarn over and skip 7 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Insert your hook into the 8th chain here and make a double crochet. So you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, chain 2, yarn over and skip 2 chains, 1, 2. On the third one you're going to do your double crochet, pull through 2 and pull through 2, chain 2, yarn over and skip 2 chains. Into the third one you're going to do your double crochet, just like that, and you're going to repeat this until the end of the row, and I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. Then you're going to take the measurements. I'm almost at the end of the first row, so I have 3 chains left. So I'm just going to work into the last one. So if you have, let's say 4, just leave the remaining one alone. Okay, now you're going to take the measurements so that you can determine if you're going to undo some few stitches here or you're just going to leave it like that. So let's go ahead and take the measurements. So this measures, when I lay it down flat, it measures 18.5 inches, but I need 18 inches and I'm going to stretch it just slightly. If you stretch it too much, it's going to go up to 21 or even 22, but don't overstretch your work. So I'm going to undo 2 loops until I have 18 inches. So I'm just going to undo them on this side. Like that. Now we can continue from there. So go ahead and take your measurements also and determine the amount of stitches that you're going to undo on this side. So for these extra chains, you're just going to undo them because we don't need them anymore. Like that. Now we can continue. So let's go to the second row. To begin the second row, you're going to chain 5 So 1 2 3 4 5, turn your work, yarn over and insert your hook into the second double crochet, this one, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of it like that, chain 2 and go to the next double crochet. On top of it, place your double crochet, chain 2, go to the next one, chain 2, and just repeat that until the end of the row. So this is how it looks like. So keep doing that and you're going to meet at the end of the row. I'm almost getting to the end of the second row. So you're going to yarn over and skip 2 chains. So 1 2, on the third one you're going to do your double crochet like that, and we are done with the second row, and this is how your work should look like. Now let's go to the third row, chain 5, 2 3 4 5, turn your work, yarn over and into the second double crochet, this one, place your double crochet on top of it. So we are just repeating what we did on the second row, chain 2 and go to the next double crochet, chain 2 and go to the next double crochet like that. Just repeat what you did on the second row, and when you get to the end you're going to work on the third chain here. Okay, and so you're going to continue with this until you have the height that you're looking for. So I'm going to work with the height of 7 inches, okay, before we start the neckline. Then you're going to do the other side. Okay, so continue and you're going to meet after that. So if you want a longer one, you can make it any size that you want, 8 inches, 10 inches, it's up to you. Okay, so continue and you're going to meet after that. So just go ahead and repeat what you did on the second row for the remaining rows. Now I'm done making the amount of rows that I needed. So I made 14 rows in total, and let's take the measurements. It measures 7.5 inches. Okay, so that is okay. Now let's go ahead and work on the neckline. So before you start, you're going to mark 2 points, and I'm going to work with a normal neckline, not an off shoulder. So if you want to do an off shoulder, you're going to place your stitch markers 15.5 inches apart, or take your shoulder to shoulder measurements, and then you're going to measure it and determine the amount of size that you're going to need. So since I'm making a normal neckline, my stitch markers are 10.5 inches apart. We have 5 loops here, 1 2 3 4 5, and 5 loops on this other side, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so in between we do have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. We do have 15 loops. Okay, so go ahead and measure yours, and then let's go ahead and start on the next row. So we're just going to continue from where you left, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and turn your work. Then I'm going to continue with the same pattern up to the point where you have the stitch marker. Then you're going to meet there. Now I'm at the point where we have the stitch marker. So you're going to remove your stitch marker and place a double crochet there. Now you're going to make chains in between here up to this next stitch marker. So let me show you how you're going to count so that you can know how many chains you're going to make. So you're going to count in groups of 3, because we do have a double crochet here and 2 chains. So 1 plus 2 we get 3. So 2 chains and a double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet, like that. So we are counting in groups of 3. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Up to this last one we do have 14. So 14 times 3 we get 42. So you're going to say 42 plus 2. We do have 2 chains left here. So 42 plus 2 we get 44. Now I'm going to make 44 chains. Okay, so go ahead and count yours and do the math, and you're going to go ahead and make your chains. So I'm going to make 44 chains. So 1 2 3 4. Now have made my 44 chains, so you're going to yarn over and remove your stitch marker and place a double crochet there. Like that, and now you have made our neckline. So you're going to continue now up to the end of the row with the same pattern, and you're going to meet after that. Now let's go ahead and start on the next row. So you're going to chain 5 as usual, turn your work, and I'm going to work up to this point. Then you're going to start working on the chains. Now let us go ahead and work on the chains. So you're just going to work on them the way we worked on our foundation chains here. Okay, so you're going to chain 2 and skip 2 chains, 1 and 2, go to the third one with a double crochet like that, chain 2, skip 2 chains, 1 2, go to the third one with a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, go to the third one with a chain like that, and you're going to repeat this now until you're done with the chains. Then just continue up to the end of the row. Then I'm going to meet with you once you are done with this row. Now I'm done working on this row, and this is where we are right now. So you're going to continue from here, and you're going to repeat what you did on these rows here until you have the same amount of rows like this side. So here I had 14 rows, and on this other side have made 1 row. So I'm going to continue for the next 13 rows, and you're going to meet after that so that you can start working on the sleeves. So continue with yours and make sure the amount of rows here are equal to the ones on this other side. So continue, and you're going to meet after that. Now I'm done working on both sides, and this is how it looks like. So I do have the same amount of rows here and on this other side. Okay, now it's time to work on the sleeves, and I'm going to hold my work this way. Then before you start working on the sleeves, you're going to take the measurements so that you can determine where you're going to stop on the lower part, on the armpits here. Okay, so let us take the measurements. So I'm going to work with a medium size, so I'm going to work with 7 inches armhole. If you are doing an extra small size, go with 6 inches. For a small size, go with 6.5. Then for a large, 7.5. Then for extra large, go for 8. Then extra large, you can go for 8.5. So since I'm doing a medium, I'm going to go with 7. So just place your tape measure like that, and my 7 is on this row, the second row here. Okay, on this row 1 to the second row. So I'm going to mark that row and mark the same row on the other side, the second row, like that. Then come to this other side and also mark the same row, so it's the second row, like that. Okay, then after you've marked the underarm, we are going to mark 2 points on the shoulder area, this part and this part. Okay, so you'll need 4 stitch markers, 2 on this side and 2 on this side, and you're going to mark on this row. So we did 14 rows here, so on the 14th row, which is this one, just follow it up to the end here, and you're going to mark it. And the next row, so like the first row on this other side, like that. Okay, so you're going to do the same on this other side, and you're going to mark the same rows here and this other one, like that, like that. Now we can go ahead and start now. Now you're going to chain one and cut here so that you can go ahead and start on the sleeve. And you're going to reattach your yarn on one of these stitch markers here. So remove the stitch marker and attach your yarn there. So you're going to attach and you're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Yarn over and go to the next row, which is this one, and place your double crochet there, like that. Chain 2, go to the next row here and do your double crochet there. Chain 2, go to the next one, just like that. Repeat the same thing until you get to this stitch marker at the underarm here, and I'm going to meet you at that point. So just place 1 double crochet on each row, chain 2, and just repeat the same thing. Now I'm at the stitch marker on the underarm here, so you're going to remove the stitch marker and place your double crochet on that row, the row which had the stitch marker, like that. And you're going to leave the last row or the remaining rows alone. Chain 2 and go to the other side where you had the stitch marker. It was on the second row here, so yarn over and place your double crochet there, like that. Ignore this part, you're going to work on that later. Chain 2 and just repeat what you did on the other side, placing your double crochet on each row. Chain 2, go to the next row, just like that, and you're going to work until you get to our last stitch marker here. So continue and you're going to meet at the end. Now I'm on my last stitch marker on the shoulder area, so you're going to remove the stitch marker and place my last double crochet there, that way. And you're not going to join this because you're working with an open arm, so just leave it at that, and that will mark the end of the first row of the sleeves. Okay, this is how it looks like. This is the underarm. You will join this part later once we are done. Okay, so now let's go to the second row of the sleeve. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn your work. Then you're going to go to the second double crochet and place your double crochet on top of it, like that. Chain 2, go to the next one, chain 2, go to the next, chain 2, and just repeat the same pattern all round, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. So when you get to this part, you're going to work on this double crochet, chain 2, and go to this one and just continue, and you're going to meet at the end of the row here. Now I'm at the end of the row, so my last double crochet, you're going to place it on the third chain. 1, 2, on the third chain you're going to do your double crochet. It's just like what we did on the on this part, the body here. Okay, so just like that. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work, and you're going to repeat what you did on the second row. Okay, so just place 1 double crochet on each double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet on each double crochet, you chain 2, just like that. And when you get to the end, you're going to place your last double crochet on the chain 3 here. Okay, then you go to the next row and just repeat what you did on the second row until you have so you're going to consider your sleeve measurements, and I'm working with a sleeve measurement of 22 inches. So you're going to minus 2 inches from your sleeve measurements I get 20 inches. So if you're working with, let's say, 20 inches sleeve measurements, you're going to minus 2, you get 18. Now you're going to repeat what we did on the second row here until you have that amount of inches. So I'm going to continue with mine until I have 20 inches. Okay, then we are going to meet there and work the remaining 2 inches together. So if you're working with, let's say, 21 inches sleeve measurements, you're going to repeat this second row until you have 19 inches. Okay, I hope that is clear. Just minus 2 inches, then the amount that you get, you're going to work until you achieve that. So go ahead and continue with yours. Keep this part open. Okay, just keep turning your work. Just repeat what you did on the second row and everything will be all right. So continue and you're going to meet after that. Now I am done making the 20 inches that I needed, and this is how it looks like. So we can take the measurements and just confirm. So I had said that I'm working with a sleeve measurement of 22 inches. So first of all, you're going to do 20 inches. You see it measures 20 inches. Okay, now you're going to do the remaining 2 inches together, and it's going to be a little bit different from what we've been doing here. Okay, now let's just continue. And also I forgot to mention, I made 35 rows in total for me to achieve the 20 inches. Okay, now let us continue. Now to continue to the next row, you're going to chain 2 and join this row. Join this row to the chain 5 that you made here. Make a slip stitch like that. And this is what we have right now. So you're going to continue from here, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and go to the next double crochet here and make your double crochet. Chain 2, go to the next double crochet like that, chain 2, go to the next with a double crochet like that, and just repeat the same thing all round, and you're going to meet when you're almost at the end of the row. I'm almost at the end of the row, so I'm going to chain 2 and work on the last double crochet here like that, chain 2 and slip stitch to the chain 5 here to close off the row like that. Okay, now I'm going to do 2 more rows like this. Just chain 5 and into the first double crochet you're going to place your double crochet there, chain 2 and go to the next double crochet with a double crochet, chain 2, go to the next one just like that. Work all round, and when you get to the end you're going to slip stitch to the chain 5 here and just repeat this again until you have 2 inches. So I'm going to do 3 rows first, so 1, the second one right now, and then I'm going to do the third one. Then take the measurements and decide if I'm going to add 1 or I'm going to stop there. So continue and you're going to meet after that. Now I'm done making my 3 rows, so let's take the measurements of the 3 rows to see if it measures the 2 inches that you are looking for. So let us see. The 3 rows measures 2 inches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn like that, and you're done with 1 sleeve. Okay, so this is how it looks like right now. So right now you're going to go to this other sleeve and repeat exactly what we did on this first sleeve. Okay, so you're going to begin at this point just the way we did on the other side. So you're going to go back on the video and just repeat what we did on the first sleeve. Okay, so you're going to remove the stitch marker on the shoulder area, one of the stitch markers, and attach your yarn and chain 5, and into the next row you're going to do your double crochet. Okay, and just repeat what you did on this other sleeve until you have the same amount of rows here and also on this part. Just repeat everything up to this point, then you're going to meet after that so that we can start working on the hats. Now I'm done working on both sleeves, and this is where we are right now. So I went ahead and marked 4 points where we are going to attach our hearts. So I marked these points and 3 more points. Now before we start on the hearts, you're going to join under the arms this part. So I have only the first row and where we started. So I'm going to attach my yarn, joining the 2 sides together like that. Go ahead and attach your yarn, and you're going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and go to the corner here, 1 2, the 3rd stitch, and also the corner stitch here, so the third chain, 1 2, and you're going to do a slip stitch, chain 1 and cut like that. Now we have joined. Now go ahead and do the same thing to this other side. Now I'm done attaching under the arms, and this is what we have. Now let's go ahead and work on the hearts. These are the hearts that you're going to make. Okay, so let's go ahead and make. You're going to make 8 of them or 6 of them. It's up to you. You can place 3 on both sleeves or 4. So I'm going to do 4 on each sleeve, and I've already made some few of them. So you're going to make 1 together. So let's go ahead and start. You're going to begin by making a magic ring, just a simple knot like that, and you're going to hold your work this way. Okay, then you're going to chain 3, insert your hook and chain 3. So 1 2 and 3 like that. Yarn over twice, and you're going to do a treble crochet into the ring. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over twice, make another treble crochet. So insert, pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through 2. You're going to do the 3rd treble crochet like that. Now you're going to make 4 double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, insert your hook and pull through 2 and pull through 2. So you're going to place 4 double crochets. So 1 2 3 and 4 like that. Yarn over twice, and you're going to make a treble crochet into the ring. So this is the first half of the hat. Now you're going to do the other half. So you're going to place 4 double crochets into the ring. So 1 2 3 and 4. 1 2 3 4. 4 double crochets. Now you're going to do 3 treble crochets into the ring. So yarn over twice, 1 2 and 3 like that. Chain 2, and you're going to slip stitch into the ring. So make your slip stitch like that. You can go ahead and tighten the ring. So I'm just going to pull the loose end, and this is what we have right now. Okay, it's a small hat, so we're going to add another row so that you can have a big hat like this. Now let's go to the second row. To begin the second row, you're going to insert your hook to the chain 3 that you made here, and you're going to make 2 single crochets there. So 1 2 like that. Now go to the first stitch here with 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, and you're going to do 3 double crochets. So 1 2 and 3. Go to the next stitch with 3 double crochets as well. So we are placing 3 double crochets in each treble crochet. Now have done my 3 double crochets, go to the third stitch with 3 double crochets like that. Now you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So that's the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. Okay, now into the next stitch you're going to do a double crochet, a treble crochet into the same stitch, and another double crochet in that same stitch. So you've placed 3 stitches on that stitch, a double crochet, a treble crochet, and a double crochet. Now you're going to work on this other side, so you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1 into the second stitch, into the third stitch, and into the fourth stitch, like that. Now into the next stitch, which is the treble crochet, you're going to do 3 double crochets in 1 stitch, and 3. Go to the next stitch with 3 treble crochets also, 2 and 3, and now to the last stitch you're going to do 3 double crochets in the same stitch, like that. Now you're going to go to this chain 2 that we made here, and you're going to do a single crochet, 1, 2 single crochets, 2, like that. Insert your hook into the ring, and you're going to make a slip stitch like that. And now we are done with the second row. Now let's go to the third row. You're going to do 1 slip stitch in each stitch all round. So let's go to the first stitch, which is this one, and make a slip stitch. Go to the next stitch, make a slip stitch. So you're going to place 1 slip stitch in each stitch all round, and I'm going to meet with you at this point at the bottom here. Now I'm at the bottom stitch, this one, the treble crochet stitch, this one. So you're going to do a slip stitch there, a chain 1, and another slip stitch in that same stitch. Okay, it's going to form that sharp bottom. Now you're going to continue with the same pattern, 1 slip stitch in each stitch all round, and you're going to meet once you get to the end. Now I'm on my last stitch. You're going to do your last slip stitch, chain 1, and cut. You're going to cut a long tail. You're going to use it to weave this on the shrug. Okay, so just cut a long tail. Like that. Then you're going to tighten the ring and weave in this loose end. Okay, then it's time to attach our hearts now. I have attached on 1 sleeve, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so on this other sleeve I have attached 3 points. Now we are left with 1 of them where we're going to do it together. So let's go ahead and attach it. We are going to use a darning needle to attach. Now let's go ahead and attach it. So I'm going to attach it to the points where I marked. I'm just going to attach it randomly. Point is to make sure that the heart is attached. Okay. Now I'm done attaching it, and this is how it looks like. Now you're going to weave in the loose end at the back of your work, at the wrong side of your work, like that. Now I'm done attaching my heart, and this is how it looks like. So go ahead and attach the rest, and you're done, guys. So after you're done with that, you're going to weave in the loose ends, and that is it. So if you need a written pattern, I'm going to leave a link to that other description box below. And if you are new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out every time I post a video. So that is it, guys. See you.